There's an urgent call for change in prisons after hundreds of black, Asian, minority ethnic and foreign women reported high levels of racism and discrimination by staff.
A nationwide survey has found 40% of women in prison had been discriminated against while behind bars. Monifa Bob Simon reports.
I'm that one that made it out, slipped through their fishing net, their net that only catches black people and enslaves them in their way of life.
Through poetry, Brenda Birungi expresses her experiences in the criminal justice system. My Land reflects her thoughts and feelings as a 21-year-old when she was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison.
I was charged with GBH Section 18. I was actually involved in a nightclub fight when my older sister was attacked by 3 women. My writing became something for me to just really make sure that mentally I was okay, because what people don't often talk about is the suicidal thoughts that come in when you start to realise this is where your life is now.
Fast forward 13 years, Brenda, who goes by Lady Unchained, still has vivid memories of the racism she encountered from prison staff.
That's when I realised, okay, racism really does exist, but it only exists in prison. That's how I saw it, because I hadn't lived through survival racism before prison. There were simple things of comments where I would complain about the portions of the meal, and an officer said to me, "Do you actually get 3 meals a day where you come from?"
And the discrimination she faced isn't uncommon. A survey has been carried out by the Criminal Justice Alliance and independent monitoring boards, with over 260 black, Asian, minority ethnic and foreign women in prison, including women from HMP Foston Hall in Derbyshire. It's found that 40% of women who responded said they had been discriminated against in prison, with more than a third saying their treatment by staff was poor or very poor. A third again said they had less access to employment, and of those women who'd experienced discrimination, more than 2/3 hadn't reported it.
One member of staff said, "You look like 3 wise monkeys," when sitting with 2 black friends.
I feel as a black woman I have to prove myself 10 times more than a white person. I'm always being told I'm loud and intimidating when I'm not. Yes, I am loud, but I ain't what they think I am.
There is always an overzealous approach with ethnic minorities in this prison. Even as a victim of an attack and CCTV displayed self-defence, I was punished while my white counterpart is given less.
The CJA says the survey has given a voice to the voiceless.
I think it really shows us that women, ethnic minority women in prison in 2022 are really being held back from progressing. They're not getting the same equal access to employment and education opportunities as others. They're experiencing daily incidents of racism, of microaggressions that they're having to deal with, which is compounding trauma that they've already got from the past.
It's a problem that must be tackled head on, according to the CEO of Agenda, an organisation that aims to improve the lives of women in the criminal justice system.
Let's co-produce, co-design interventions with black women, Asian women, minoritised women. Let's ensure we're recruiting black, Asian, minoritised women as well into the prison system. That's the only way we can tackle it. We need to act on this now.
A report on the survey made 13 recommendations for the Prison Service and Ministry of Justice to provide or improve on. They sent us this statement. We are working hard across government to tackle the deep-rooted causes of racial disparity in the justice system. Racism and discrimination are not tolerated in our jails, and we take strong action to ensure the fair, equal and decent treatment of all prisoners and staff. And for people like Brenda, change can't come soon enough.
Dear justice system, stop failing my people.
Monifa Bob Simon, ITV News.